This is Practicality, and I am here to communicate about practical self-honesty with the cow in the shop. Let me explain. You are in the shopping center doing some everyday shopping for the necessities in the household to be able to exist and survive. And you're walking merrily along your way, preoccupied in your mind, thinking about this and that, when all of a sudden you accidentally bump into another human being. And you bump, not noticing, or even noticing that bump. All of a sudden, the being you bumped into says, "That stupid cow, can she not see where she's walking?" Now, the question, what do you do in such a moment? Do you respond? Do you react? How do you handle such a moment? Firstly, if you react within you in that very moment, realize, stop, apply self-forgiveness. Because if you are going to speak from that reaction within you, you are going to feed the being who you bumped into's mind system, including your mind system, and then play the game of the unified consciousness field. I would suggest, if you react within you in any way whatsoever, stop, breathe, apply self-forgiveness, and continue. Because it is very fascinating that within the unified field, such moments are actually designed. Why? Because it is even in such simple moments within this world that within which the minds of human beings are generated. So if you would have obviously responded or reacted to the being, you would have ignited more emotions and thoughts, and the two mind systems would have went and the systems would have went So if you react when you've bumped into a being and the being calls you a stupid cow, breathe, walk on, apply self-forgiveness. Now you have to self-honestly look within you. Why did you react in that very moment? Understand that when or if you react in such a moment, you were not aware in the moment of breath here. That's the first reason why you would have bumped into that being in the first place. The other reason, of course, is that you find you do the same, and now what you do unto others are being done unto you. And then you become angry and attempt in trying to blame the being that's doing it to you, instead of realizing that there are similar ways that you do the exact same thing in your thoughts, but you don't speak it. And the anger or reaction comes in is where this being actually spoke it, but you only speak it in your mind, always. How does this being dare speak it aloud to me? I do it in my thoughts. How dare this being do that? Alright, now, let's swap roles. You are a being standing, having a conversation with another being in the shop, mall, street, wherever, and a being bumps into you. Now, if you were not aware in that moment of conversation and the being bumped into you, you would react in anger or frustration or irritation, which is also of the mind, because the mind is now busy, it does not want to be disturbed, and this bump disturbed. And then you react and you say to the being walking past you, "Stupid cow," or "You damn bastard," or "Can't you fucking see where you're walking," or etc. Now, realize that all human beings bump into other human beings. Alright? So, when you bump into a human being, or when another human being bump into you, you don't know whether maybe, you were possibly in the way of that being because other beings were walking past that way, and the bump accidentally occurred, or whether someone else accidentally walked into the other being's way, and then because of that, you bumped into someone. So it's all accidents that occurred. But realize and understand that if any reaction occurred within you, it's mind. You have to self-honestly look within you. Why did you react? So either you're not aware in that moment, and that bump was necessary for you to go, uh-oh, awareness of self here, and you simply say, I apologize, or laugh about it. I'm sorry I bumped into you. Or, yes. So there's many reasons why reaction could occur when a bump is experienced, or when you actually bump into someone, but human beings, everyone bumps into everyone else. Because this is a huge world with billions of people on this planet. So naturally, in very enclosed places, bumps will occur. All you do is breathe calmly. If you react, apply self-forgiveness immediately. Do not respond. It is not necessary to respond. Realize that if a being calls you a stupid cow or a bastard, or makes a comment on why you bumped because of their reaction, and you react, you're going to play the game. Don't play the unified field game. Just stop immediately. Alright, that is all I have for practical self-honesty for the cow in the shop. Thank you very much.